COVID-19 pandemic has changed priorities for many Americans, including how they work. According to a YouGov survey from earlier this year, 70% of respondents said a work-life balance is very important to them. 20% say it's somewhat important. Just 4% say it's not very important. The push for a better quality of life is also reflective in the recent demands from auto industry workers. Members of the United Auto Workers Union are threatening to go on strike Friday if a deal isn't reached. For more on this, I want to bring in Nora Eckert. She is an auto industry reporter for the Wall Street Journal. Nora, the union is talking about this issue. They're talking about wages, of course, but they're also talking about, as you've written, work-life balance. What does that mean in this context?
Yeah, discussions around work-life balance and flexibility might seem a little odd in industry so focused on shift work, but it is possible to build in more flexibility even in the factory floor for the auto industry. So the United Auto Workers is making a few demands around this push. One of them is a shortened work week, so a 32-hour work week for 40-hour pay. They're also looking for just more paid time off, more holidays, and better scheduling stability. The union has, logged a lot of unsteady schedules during the pandemic, and workers say we've put a lot into, making the factories run, and it's time that we see something back on that.
And also, in addition to the pandemic, so this is a kind of aftershock of all the work they did to kind of keep pace with the pandemic. Are there other forces at play, say electric vehicles, that are also affecting the position that the union's taking?
Certainly. I mean, you can't escape the EV transition in any automotive conversation, and it's front and center in the UAW talks right now. So the stability question is really centering around job security with the EV transition, because there's so many new EV and battery plants that are popping up. They haven't yet been filled with workers, many of them, and the question of whether they'll be unionized is looming. So that's potentially an existential threat to the union. On the other side of the table, the automakers want to keep their costs low. I mean, the EV transition is extremely expensive, and they've had a stream of some pretty healthy profits over the last few years. They want to use those to fund the EV transition, whereas the workers want to see some of that go into their wages.
So just so I capture this, the existential threat to the union is if EV plants are filled with non-union workers and there's a transition out of the kind of work that union workers did, then there are just no jobs for union workers. Is that basically the worry?
Yes, certainly. That's one of the big concerns. And some of these workers who are working at, gas engine plants are wondering, will our jobs be preserved and moved to EV plants? So that's a big question.
And so finally, what is at stake if this strike happens in a few days?
It really depends on what sort of strike we see, if we do see a strike. So there's a few different scenarios this could take. One is a walkout of all three automakers. So that would be about 146,000 workers hitting the picket lines or walking out of factories. That would obviously have a much higher economic fallout than a strike of one company, which is what we've more typically seen in the past. There was one study that said a walkout of 10 days of all three companies would cost about $5 billion in economic fallout for the industry. But we could see a more traditional one company strike, that what we saw in GM with 2019's negotiations. That 40-day strike took about $3.5 billion from GM's profits. Or we could see a more targeted strike where the union focuses on specific plants, engine transmission plants for automakers, that they wouldn't have to take so much from their strike fund to pay workers, but it could still be very costly for the companies if those are taken out of production. So we're all waiting to see what the union's going to decide, and we'll know in just about 2 days now.
All right. Nora Eckert from the Wall Street Journal, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.